Yo, guys, what is up? Welcome to the first podcast that we are making. And no, we do not have a name yet. All right. No name yet. We're still thinking of a name. It will come soon, hopefully, episode 2. And I'm here with my co host, Alex the Giraffe Theakos.
Alex Theakos.
All right, guys. And we tried making a
Dimitri?
video.
How you doing today?
Dude, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How about you? You feeling a little sore after a little gym sesh earlier?
I'm doing pretty well myself.
You feeling a little sore after that gym sesh?
Yeah, it was grueling, but we got through it.
Oh god, dude. And then we smacked on some food after. It was good, dude. It was good. All right. We actually tried recording this podcast last week. A little incident happened. Maybe I'll post a clip of what happened up. We'll figure that part out in a little bit, but yeah, so we're just gonna talk about our thoughts on the preseason, and we're just gonna jump right into it. Is there any teams or players in particular that surprised you in the preseason?
Obviously there are a lot of players. I think we definitely want to start out with Patrick Williams.
My boy.
For the youngest guy in the NCAA draft, I feel like he definitely is putting on a show. For how he's playing. It's not a spectacular, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, dude, he's been performing. He's definitely exceeded everyone's expectations so far. Especially like from the draft, no one was hyping this guy up, dude. Everyone was complaining. He didn't start a game in college. He only averaged 9 points a game. Like, shut up. All right. Literally, Zach LaVine, I'm pretty sure, came off the bench in college. Our best player on the Bulls came off the bench in college. If you are not going to be open to the fact that he came off the bench and have trust in our new front office, then you just like aren't a true fan. I'm not going to say a true fan, but like you just don't want what's best for the team and you don't trust our front office. Everyone was hyping AK up when we first got him, and then the first thing he does, everyone's already bashing him, dude. I mean, besides that though, Patrick Williams, he's gonna keep balling out. Hopefully he starts over Otto Porter. Billy Donovan was saying something about hopefully Patrick Williams starting and then Tomas Satoransky and Otto Porter come off the bench. His defense has been surprisingly well. His lateral quickness, especially, has surprised me from college. Because that was like one of his, pretty sure his biggest flaws. He couldn't really keep up with guards. But like what I've seen, dude, he's able to stay with some fast guards. Like when he was on John Wall, dude, he was clamping him up a little bit. But proud of my boy. Gonna keep balling. He will.
One player I was looking at, and we were talking about earlier today, was Emmanuel Quickly out of New York. Yesterday versus the Cavaliers, he dropped 22 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists. So he's definitely a player to watch the second round.
Dude, his floaters, from what I was seeing a little bit of the Knicks game, was low-key nasty. I won't even lie. He did surprise me though. They got him in the second round, I want to say. Of course not, dude. My floater. Ooh. I'm pretty sure he was taken second round this year. No, first round, 25th pick. Sorry to check the ESPN for that, but it was definitely a steal for the Knicks. I don't think anyone in the Knicks community was expecting this player to at least break out this fast in the season. Hopefully he keeps up during the regular season. How's Obi Toppin doing for you? You liking him? You not liking him?
Who was that? I think you cut out for a second.
Obi Toppin. What are your thoughts?
Oh, Obi Toppin, yes. Definitely someone with many question marks out of the draft. One thing I like about him is his ability to get to the rim and like dunk super hard. He's a very strong player. But
you going? Fuck off.
Who knows how he's? So we'll see.
Yeah, dude, he reminds me like a smaller Amari Stoudemire.
Okay.
I mean, he shot it decently, I'm pretty sure, in college. I could check, but I'm pretty sure he shot it decently in college. So I don't think it should be that bad.
The one thing I'm worried about is his ceiling and how much more he can develop, as he's a 23-year-old. I'm pretty sure he's 23. He was one of the oldest players in the draft. So we'll see how much he can develop more coming out of college.
Yeah, so if we see here, I mean, he took like 3 threes a game. He shot at 39% in college. Like, wasn't bad, but like definitely an upgrade from his freshman year when he only shot not even 1 attempt per game. So at least he gained them up. I honestly didn't really watch the Knicks game enough to see if he was shooting them well or not. I'm pretty sure from what I saw, he was not shooting it that well. Um, but there's still time for him to develop and get it down. The Knicks are definitely not in a rush at all. That's for sure. But yeah, he's been decent, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, Knicks get something to look forward to this year. I mean, also, I mean, just since we're talking about the Knicks, let's just get this out of the way. Kevin Knox, he's been balling as well, especially having a very off year last year with I think it was like 6 points per game. He's definitely improving and looks better, which is really good because like he was really good like the first year, and for him to make that kind of drop his second year is really scary. But hopefully he bounces back this year, goes all well to Kevin Knox. And I'm pretty sure I got him in fantasy, so he better ball out or he's out of here.
Let's talk about the Kevin crosstown from Kevin Knox, Kevin Durant,
Kevin,
and how he's
the
playing. How do you think he's
crosstown.
been playing?
He's been balling, dude. Did I expect him to be balling this early? No. I thought he was gonna go like a slow start in the pre. I don't think he's gonna play that much in the preseason. You know, just get warmed up. He's coming from an Achilles injury. But he's definitely balling. He had like 25 points or
25
something last
points,
game.
6 rebounds, and 2 assists.
And a boy, KD. I mean, I'm glad to see KD balling again, dude. I think we all are. We all missed seeing that slender man just tear people up on the court. I mean, honestly, if he ever wants to 1v1 me for his Golden State ring, I'd definitely win. I'd take it. I'd sell it. And I'd buy his house off him after that. So, a lot of disrespect there, KD. Sorry. Didn't you? What about you? Did you see the thing with Kyrie and like he was going around the court? I don't know exactly what it was. Do you know what he was throwing up in the air? I could look it up, dude.
No.
Kyrie had a little pregame routine. He had a little pregame routine where he threw sage, or he was burning sage around in this like Celtics arena, and then he's like asked about it, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna try and do that." In every game, you know. He was just going around with sage. You know, he said that he was gonna try to do it every game, clear the air, have just good energy, good vibes. I think he said like positive energy. I mean, Kyrie just he needs to do what he needs to do to like stay happy. The last thing I want to see is this man retiring early, you know, just for stuff going on and everything. So I really hope he like clears up mentally and everything just goes well for Kyrie.
Yeah, I really think it will too.
You think that James Harden trade is gonna go through with either the Nets or the Sixers?
I swear, you got a guy on your team.
You just completely cut out. You're gonna have to restart. Whatever you just said, run it back.
Case with James Harden that he's one of the best players in the league. He's on a team that people are getting mixed feelings from him. They don't know if he wants to be there, if he wants to leave, because he's going out to clubs during practice and missing practice and everything. So I think the best option for Houston is to try to trade him off. I don't know what they're going to get for him because he is an off-court problem, as we can tell. So we'll see if they can get something for him. But in Harden's case, I don't know where he'll go, honestly.
Yeah, I saw that the Sixers, they said they would throw in Simmons, but they're not really anywhere close to like where they want to be in trade talks. So I don't know if that's gonna happen. I mean, if they could get Ben Simmons for James Harden and they could somehow get other stuff as well with Ben Simmons, that'd be a great package. I just don't really see it happening. You know, it's Ben Simmons. Like, why would you give up on Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid this early? You know, Doc Rivers. I feel like this year they definitely have the best amount of pieces around Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons with Seth Curry and Danny Green, especially just having shooters around both of them. I think this can be like one of the years where they're gonna make a pretty good push if everything goes well. I just don't think you break up that duo quite yet. You might just wait a little bit longer, maybe 1 year. Like if they get another early exit this year, I say you call it quits on that duo, trade one, see what you can do.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Dude. So have you seen
I have a topic.
what? All right, tell me.
One thing I wanted to talk about was the Boston Celtics. Uh,
Celtics.
they made it to the conference finals last year,
Conference
correct?
finals, correct.
I'm pretty sure because I remember during COVID, I was watching them play, and they've got a really special team uh, with Jason Tatum. I don't know if he is a star yet. I feel
Oh
like
no,
this
he's a
year
star.
maybe he will become that key player. He tried, I feel like last season in the Eastern Conference Finals, but he wasn't just at that point yet to take over a game. Obviously, he did flash many different times that he would be good, but uh, what are your thoughts on him?
I don't think it's Jason Tatum's fault necessarily that they got an early exit. He was definitely ready. I think I would definitely call him a superstar right now. Um, I think the surrounding pieces around him just didn't perform as well. I feel like Jaylen Brown especially didn't just perform as well as he could have, especially and Kemba Walker.
Mhm.
They both could have performed a little bit better, but I just don't think it was their year to win it anyways. Um, Miami did make that run in the playoffs, but I feel like even if they didn't see Miami in the finals and they saw the Buck or like in the Eastern Conference Finals and they saw the Bucks, I still think they would have gotten beaten by the Bucks. I just don't think it was the Celtics' year. Um,
Yeah.
this year with Kemba getting hurt definitely doesn't help them out. They got Tristan Thompson, which I don't know if we're gonna start him over Daniel Tice, but I think they definitely need to get a better center than or better starting center than Daniel Tice to definitely make a championship run. Like he's
I think
good, I
I
get
kind of
it.
like Tice, honestly. He's
Yeah, but do you
yeah.
really see him like he's gonna have to be defending Anthony Davis? Like you definitely need at least a better I just think you need a better center in general. I feel like a subpar
That's
center could
true.
go and get you
I
full
like him
par.
because he can shoot the three, and he's pretty versatile on the court. But he definitely will have trouble playing defense against those better centers.
Like Brook Lopez, he's a defensive player of the year candidate. That's the difference between like him and Daniel Tice. Like Brook Lopez definitely can stretch the floor really well as well, and he's like a perfect fit around like besides Giannis. But it's just that extra. I just think they need that
Hmm.
extra strong. They just need a better big man. I don't know. Hopefully Tristan Thompson gets it done for them because I haven't seen him ball out in a while, honestly. But hopefully balls to the walls. I think we should talk about the Bulls really quick
I
too.
really love Marcus Smart. He's such a gritty player.
Marcus
Yeah, we'll
Smart
talk
with
about the Bulls.
yeah. All right, so all right. Wendell Carter Jr. What are your thoughts on how he's been playing so far?
I definitely saw a step up from last season. He definitely showed a little more versatility, and he showed that he's able to play better defense on these bigger centers. So that's one thing I definitely like about him. He's shooting a little better too, which is also good. So, yeah.
I mean he's jacking up threes like it's me in church league. Um, and he's just breaking every single one. I mean, I don't really care that he's missing all of them.
You got to remember it's a
I'm
preseason too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. I like that he's taking them, and I like how Billy Donovan's like, just because he's missing all of them doesn't mean that we should already tell him to stop shooting them. Because if he starts finding his rhythm, dude, and he could just make like one or two a game and pick like throw a little pick and pop in there, it'll at least throw the defense off and it'll make it easier for us to get to the lane and score. Um, I mean, his mid range has always been
Mhm.
decent. His defense always been decent, at least like pretty good. He's a little undersized, but I've actually been pretty surprised by his playmaking. They've been running him at the high post, and running some plays through him, which I like. And he's definitely been more incorporated in the offense, which definitely makes him happy as well, and which just makes the whole chemistry better. And I think he's definitely gonna play a lot better than what people are
He
saying
also
right
has
now
a
in the
great
preseason.
mid shot too.
Yeah, yeah. Lauri Markkanen, his shots hasn't been hitting way too much as well, but he's been looking really damn aggressive. He's been playing pretty damn good. I'm very excited for what he does this year. He's been putting the ball on the floor. He's just not a stretch four. Like, he's just not only a stretch four now. Like, he can actually drive. He can put the ball on the floor. He can penetrate. I think he is going to be a really good second or third scoring option behind either Zach and Kobe, or he's just going to be behind Zach and then Kobe's the third. What are your thoughts on Lauri?
You know what I think I realized? I realized that he didn't really think he was that point anymore like he was in college. And after the first 2 years, he wasn't really putting up those threes like he used to. So he started developing other areas of his game that he can make better just so he can be more well-rounded. And that's what he did. And it's starting to show this preseason.
I feel like he's always been able to do that, though. I feel like he's always been able to drive. I feel like Jim Boylan, especially, only wanted to use him as a 3-point shooter. And like, when your shots aren't hitting as a 3-point shooter and that's like all you're doing, and you get in a slump, it's just gonna make you look really bad in general. And then people are just gonna point out your flaws because that's all he was having him do. And Markkanen likes to take those middies, dude. He could back down. He could just shoot him over. Like, he's a tall fucking dude. He's 7 foot. Let the buddy ball, you know? And Boylan did not want him or Zach to take mid ranges. He was just not utilizing him well. I'm giving Lauri the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully this year under Jim Boylan, or thank God not Jim Boylan, under Billy Donovan, that he will be used better, and hopefully they could get a contract extension going soon, because I heard they're very far away apart from where they want to be, and that makes me angry. I do not want to pay Buddy the max, but I do not want to.
Well, I mean, he's got to play better. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely has to prove his money in restricted free agency if we don't pay him, which I'm also fine with. But if a team's gonna offer him a fucking shit ton of money, I'm not gonna fucking pay for it. I mean, I'm not paying for it, obviously, but like, I don't want the team to match an insane contract when we could have negotiated something in a way that would have made both sides happy. Which, I mean, they're trying, but they just gotta try harder, dude. If I was in that front office, I'd be like, Lauri, look, you want to win a championship or not? All right. Does it really matter if you need a few extra?
He says, "Get the hell out of here."
Does it really matter if you need a few extra mil? Yeah, no, I think not. Let's go win a few rings, and then we'll get our paydays. Bing, bada, boom. And he'll be like, "Sir, I'm requesting a trade right now."
Exactly. You got to prove before you get paid, right?
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, look at Hassan Whiteside, dude.
Yeah.
He doesn't ball any other years besides his contract years. For some reason, he's a bum, and then his contract year comes, and he's like, "Oh shit, dude, I need my bag." He gets the bag, and he balls out that year.
Wonder why?
Because he wants the bag.
I don't like those kind of players, though.
No. I mean, dude, I'm surprised James Harden turned down that contract extension. It was like $50 million a year. Surprised he turned that shit down, dude. Buddy loves going to the strip clubs.
Who did?
James Harden. Like, earlier in the summer, he could have had like 50 mil. No, he's not happy for sure, but he could have, dude, he just wants to go to the strip club. And so 50 mil a year, that's endless strip club money.
That's true. Like, where is he going to get all these hundreds for the clubs? Like,
exactly. Wait, actually, I'm pretty, didn't the NBA ban players from going to like clubs and strip clubs and shit for the season? James Harden definitely punching the air, dude. Yeah, I'm pretty sure from what I saw.
Yeah, it's because of him now.
It's kind of bogus. All right.
Let the boys celebrate, no?
Let the boys celebrate. Have you seen, do you know who Devin Vassell is? He's on the Spurs. I think he went to Purdue.
Not sure. Is he a rookie?
Yeah, he's a rookie. He was taken like mid first round, like between in the 10s somewhere, I want to say. He's a lockdown perimeter defender, and he's been balling, dude. I think he's gonna be really good in the league. I think he had like 3 or 4. I think he's averaging like 3 or 4 steals in the preseason. And then he had like 16 points last game, and he's just been balling out, dude. He looks really good. Dribble pull-ups. He's kind of reminds me of like a Duncan Robinson, but like a better shot creator, I'd say. A better defender, a little faster. I think he's gonna be
18
really good
points,
in the league.
6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Real good stat line.
Yeah, dude, he's been balling.
His last game.
I mean, the Spurs probably won't be that good. I actually really like DeJounte Murray on the Spurs. I think he's gonna have
honestly, the Spurs are gonna be they'll be a pretty good team. Not too worried about that.
No, I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. So there's just the West is just way too stacked. The West is just so stacked, dude. I don't know.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
The West, dude, is just crazy. All right, Denny Avdia.
DeRozan, Rudy Gay. I don't know how he's gonna play. Oh, Denny?
Yeah. Let's talk about Denny a little bit. Do you think the Bulls should have taken Denny?
I mean, that's what I was hoping for on draft night, but we got Pat Will, and I was perfectly okay with him. But I was gonna be perfectly okay with any player we got. So
yeah, that's true.
But Denny, I would have liked. I don't really know with Markkanen because we already have kind of a strong guy. So it would all depend on the future of Markkanen to see if I would have liked to get him.
I think he could have played nice next to Markkanen. Honestly, I think I would have been fine with either. Denny's first game, he went like perfect from the field. I'm pretty sure like 8 for 8 or something, and he had like 14, 15 points. He balled out his first game. He looks really good. He's definitely like a point forward, I'd say more. I say give him a few years and he's gonna be really, really good. He's huge, dude. He's like 6'9". He could definitely play the point guard position, I think. In the right system, right development, he's gonna be really good.
Wizards are playing him at the 3 small forward.
3, yeah, that's what I expect. Because they have Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal, Rui, either Davis Bertans or Rui Hachimura, and then Thomas Bryant.
Thomas Bryant.
Yeah, Thomas Bryant. Well,
Thomas Bryant is going off currently for 22 points.
Oh shit! I'm pretty sure last year he was statistically like the worst defensive center in the league. I mean, shout out Thomas Bryant. That's pretty impressive. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, are the Wizards playing right now?
Yep. They're up
Give me a score update
against the Pistons with 2 minutes left.
How's Killian Hayes playing?
98. So of all the NBA, Killian Hayes.
Yeah.
He has 11 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 steals.
I think he's gonna be really, really good in a few years. He emulates his game after James Harden, and he's just like a small, slick point guard who just runs the pick and roll very well. He's a very good passer, has great court vision. Give this kid a few years, dude, and he's gonna be a really good point guard in the NBA. And especially with D Rose mentoring him, dude. Come on now.
What do you think about the Bulls trying to get D Rose back in like a year?
They need him back. I mean, I think that would be great for the city of Chicago, great for the players. And honestly, I think it needs to happen sooner than later. I know the Pistons said at the trade deadline they're going to ship off D Rose, so maybe it's our calling, you know. As Chicago Bulls fans, we can only pray. I mean, AD, we were praying for it. Obviously didn't happen. Giannis, we were hoping somehow, some way. He signed his contract, so now we got to go for this, all right? And we need D Rose because not only would he try to bring back the winning culture that we had when he was here at his best level, but he could also explain to the players the winning culture and show them the way. And I think it would be really good for especially Kobe White's development as a fast, shifty point guard. Kind of like how Derrick Rose was, very explosive, very shifty. I think it would be very good for Kobe White to adjust to the point guard role with D Rose there. He would definitely show him how to do it the correct way, the Chicago Bulls way, baby. Yeah,
I really believe that Kobe White kind of has the same skill set as D Rose, as you said. Very quick, get to the basket,
very
drive.
shifty, very quick. He's like
Very good
I'd say
three-point shot too. So
he's a modern. Oh God, dude, people are gonna hate me for saying this. He's kind of like a modern D Rose in a sense, except for he's just not posterizing everyone every single game. You know, he just doesn't have the hops. He's just very fast,
true.
very
Doesn't have
shifty.
the hops.
But he has
else.
that. He has
Honestly,
that.
he might be just about as fast
Back.
as Derrick Rose.
Yeah, dude, he could be for sure. Probably not D Rose prime, dude. Yeah, no, D Rose prime, dude, was a fucking different breed. Oh God, dude, I miss D Rose. It would be great if we get him back into Chicago Bulls jersey and win a championship. Like, imagine, dude. That'd be amazing.
Oh my God, he'd be crying for days if that happened.
Yeah, dude, I saw a clip of Anthony Edwards locking up Luka Doncic, and it was actually like pretty surprising. Like, I think, and like just from that flash that I saw of him guarding Luka Doncic, the one play, I could see him being like a really good defender in the league. He's small, he's really strong. He's a big boy for being. I mean, he's small in the NBA, but like he's a big boy. He's muscular, and Luka's big as well. So when he was guarding Luka, he was holding his own weight.
First pick of the draft.
Yeah, he was game for Luka. I mean, no, you definitely can, dude. And yeah. I saw a really interesting point that someone made about just the draft in general, about how if we had March Madness, how different would the draft have been? We probably there's a chance that we might have not gotten Patrick Williams, as he probably would have been taken in the top 3 if he played in March Madness and balled.
Really, you think so?
Yeah, dude, because like a lot of
Wiseman.
I mean, I don't know who would have fallen, but I'm just saying, like, there's March Madness is like the time where people rise and fall, like in the draft, because they really show, like, if they want to win, they'll go win, and like they can really show off. Like, dude, Ja Morant, like, when we were like, oh, we don't know about Ja Morant, like, we'll see him when he gets to the tournament. When he got to the tournament, we're like, oh shit, he's for real. He's NBA really good. Like, some players, like, let's say,
what I really feel about that is it's for the later round people, like the second round, late first round people, to prove and try to move up to the top 15. I think is that what March Madness is really for, and I guess
think so.
Top 10 too. But yeah,
let's say Obi Toppin just balled out in the tournament, right? Balled out. He like led the team to the championship, and they lose in the championship. There's no way he's not getting taken higher than what he was taken at, like 9. You know, he's definitely going.
I honestly still think he'd be like 8, maybe 7 tops. He would have gone up.
Nah, dude, you're telling me if, let's say, like who else?
They don't really. The scouts don't really just look at the one tournament. They look at
but they do though.
Like age, abilities.
But everyone's also watching the tournament, and you got to realize that's when like the pressure is most on, and that's when like you got to really show and really win, and that's how I think a lot of players, like, I'm pretty sure CJ McCollum, the reason why he flew up in the draft was because of March Madness and how he played. Like, some people just ball out in March Madness and it'll boost their draft stock. I didn't really watch college basketball back in the day, but I think that's what happens. Like, dude, Jimmer Fredette, didn't he ball out in the tournament? Like, I know in college he always just fucking balled out, but like,
he balled out all of college. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. He balled out like all of college, and he's just a fucking beast. But there's also like some other players on the other hand, like I said, like CJ McCollum, where from like what I heard from some YouTube video, the reason why he blew up is from March Madness. So I just think that could have been nice to see with these upcoming college players. So we could just definitely foresee, like, see more, and we would have saw like these players go head to head, you know. and we could have seen Pat Will lock up Anthony Edwards, and then Pat Will go number 1. You know, that's just how it could have went.
But that's good for us because we were the ones who got him, right?
Exactly. So all the other teams, take it. Let's get into some season predictions. As we'll try and keep this first podcast a little short because we're having a little technical issues, and we don't want this thing to crash again like last time, which would be a no bueno. So season predictions. Who do you have winning it all this year? Who's your team to win it all?
I truly believe it's going to be I know people said this last year. It's going to be the Bucks and the Lakers, just because. For the reasoning behind the Lakers is because they basically have the same team back and better backups.
Yeah, dude, no, they're insane now. I would say their team is just
like
so much better now.
Yeah. And for the Bucks, Giannis just signed that huge contract. They're going to expect a lot out of him. So if he doesn't bring them to the championship, a lot's going to be said about him.
Yeah, for sure. I think Giannis really needs this year to somehow pull it out of his ass and win. I think Drew Holiday was a great trade for the Bucks over Eric Bledsoe. Drew Holiday, probably one of the most underrated players in the NBA, if not the most underrated player. His defense is insane. He's a shot creator. He could space the floor. He's a playmaker. He's just a perfect fit around Giannis. They also they still have Dante DiVincenzo, who balled out last year. Probably gonna be the starting shooting guard. He's gonna be really good. Who else do they bring in? Bobby Portis has been balling out from what I saw on the Bucks. He's been balling, dude. Especially off the bench. I think he was a great pickup for their bench
unit. I'm pretty
unit.
sure he started. He's been starting.
Yeah. No. Brook Lopez is
preseason.
Yeah, no, Brook Lopez is going to start for sure, but Bobby Portis has been balling out. And then I think last year their bench unit honestly wasn't that good, but their bench unit this year's a lot better with, like I said, Bobby Portis. They're going to have Pat Connaughton again. They have DJ Augustine. I think they need a better backup power forward.
Oh, he's a great backup.
DJ Wilson is just not it. He's just not good, and if they get a better backup power forward, that would really finish out this roster. But yeah, I also got the Bucks and Lakers in the finals.
They have the pieces. They just got to execute.
Yeah, Bucks and Lakers finals. Like you said, Lakers are much better this year, bringing Dennis Schroeder, Montrezl Harrell, Marc Gasol, Wesley Matthews. I want to say they also brought in. They're looking good. I think. You know what's like. Now think about it, I think it's kind of weird how the Heat are kind of getting like no one's like even mentioning the Heat after their run, which I could like see why, because like
insane run.
I could see why, but like I feel like the Heat are still just gonna make another deep run. Bam Adebayo is only gonna improve. Jimmy Butler's only gonna improve. Tyler Hero's only gonna improve. Duncan Robinson's only gonna improve. Kendrick Nunn's only gonna improve. Like they're a pretty young team.
Exactly.
And they also have KZ Okpala, who I'm pretty sure was balling as well. Precious Achiuwa, who's pretty good. And I think the Heat's going to make the playoffs for sure. And hopefully they make another deep run. So, yeah, that's who we have in the finals. I say we end this podcast with me. Let me just read out to you my fantasy team. All right. Let me know how I did. All right. So with my first pick, I didn't get to choose my first 2 players. It was the draft was set for 4:00. It was 3:50. I remember the draft was at 4. At 3:55, I really had to take a shit. Right. And I forgot about the draft and I hopped on it like 4:10. So it was a little rough, but if I could see. All right, so I'm pretty sure my top 2 players I got was Jason Tatum and Pascal Siakam. And then I got, I want to say, Chris Paul. And then Malcolm Brogdon. And then I went young here. The rest of my team's pretty young. I got James Wiseman at center. I got DeJounte Murray. I got Kevin Knox. I got Kobe White. I got Devin Vassell. I got Pat Williams. I got Isaac Okoro. And then I got Tristan
Where'd you get
Thompson.
Kobe White at?
He was. I can check, dude. How do I check league recent activity? Come on. There has to be a way to see, right? Waiver order? No.
If you click on the player, it shows their information.
Yeah, I just can't see like where I. Wait, oh, Kobe White. I took him. God damn, I can't even see. Oh, 82nd. I took him 82nd overall. Kobe White.
Steal.
Patrick
Should've went
Williams.
first.
Steal. Isaac Okoro. Steal. Devin Vassell. Steal. When all these guys are in MVP contention this year, and I'm blowing out all my other fantasy opponents by 100 points minimum, it's gonna be a great feeling. I really just thought, like, dude, I don't really need that good of a center, because I feel like if you're not gonna get like a Jokic or like a Joel Embiid, you might as well just go for like you try to just take a risk at a center, I'd say, you know, because a lot of center, they could get blocks. Like I could have got like Jared Allen, you know, but like, is he really gonna improve that much? I don't know. I feel like James Wiseman just has that question mark, you know. He could either come in and average 2 points, 2 rebounds, sit on the bench, and I'll cry myself to sleep, or he's gonna come in 30 points, 35 rebounds, 80 assists, MVP contention.
You gotta buy his sports card?
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. When they drop in like February or something. Are you doing fantasy basketball?
No. Not a lot of people like doing it, just because you gotta set the lineups every day.
You don't really have to do it every day, though. I hate that argument about fantasy basketball. You have to set up the lineups. Dude, just do it once a week. It takes 5 minutes. You really just go through and just
I know, but then you gotta be like. That's fair. That's fair.
You know, like what I do is like, I'm literally like, if I'm on the toilet, dude, I'm like, fuck it, dude, I'll fucking change my lineups, and it takes 5 minutes, and then I'm done for the week. It's just gets dangerous when you forget the one day that you're supposed to do it, and then you forget, and then next thing you know, your star player's on the bench, and you're fucked. But I'm not gonna lose, dude. I honestly think I'm gonna win it all. If any NBA teams want to get me as a GM because of my drafting skills that they just saw, please hit my line. I'll be sitting here. And yeah. Any closing statements, Mr. Giraffe?
Patrick Williams, MVP 2020.
Rookie of the year, coach of the year, most improved player, all of them. He's winning everything this year. Everything this year. Boys balling out. He's gonna be Kawhi's gonna be the next Patrick Williams. That's what we're gonna start saying.
Yeah, that's
dude. Kawhi's kind of playing like Patrick Williams tonight. Oh. All right, yeah. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of the podcast with me and Alex the Giraffe Theakos. And yeah, if you guys like more of these, drop a like, drop a subscription.